Hey everyone, it's me, Stephanie Nietzsche, and if the thought of writing a novel has you overwhelmed and intimidated, well, don't write a novel. Write a short story. Now, I don't want you to say to yourself, hey, I'm going to write a short story, or hey, I'm going to write a novel. I want you to just work on your story, lay it out, write it. A short story is less pages. It's 1,000 to 10,000 words, which is a lot less than a novel. There's a lot less characters. There is a lot less going on. You are really just focused on the story at hand. So while you have the plot, you don't really have too many subplots going on because, again, this is a short story and you only have 1,000 to 10,000 words that you can work with before you are pushed over into a novella, which is, some people will say starts at 10,000, some might say 20,000, and it can be anywhere up to 50,000 words, and that is your novella. Now, that will be more characters. Let's call it a mini novel. Now, you could work on this novella and then start including more characters, more subplot, because you do not know where this story is going to go, especially if you started off as a short story, not intending to write anything gigantic. So now your novella may spill over into a novel, which can be 50,000 words. So the whole meaning and point of this video is not to get too hung up on what you are going to write, what you're going to classify it as, what it's going to be, whether it's going to be a short story, a novella, or a novel. Because if you have your story written and you just have as many words as it is for a short story, that right there is your short story. So then when you go into drafting, when you go into editing, you don't have to worry about chapters or, an excessive amount of pages or anything like that because you have a short story. Your editing may even push you into novella category. Now, if it does bump you up to a novella because you tend to add more characters, your whole story could change after it's in the editing process, or whether you get into the novel stage. The point is, just get the story written. Don't get so hung up on what it's going to be, especially if you're just starting out. I think if you just, write the initial story and get out the most important parts, and you do end up with a short story, that's fabulous. Publish it. But you never know. You may bump it up to a novella. You may bump it up to a novel, and you'll see how the process goes, and along the way, how you made progress and how your project maybe even is getting bigger. So yeah, don't put yourself in a box. Just write the story. Get that part out, because that tends to be the hardest part. And all stories are the same in this respect. They have a beginning, they have a middle, and they have an end. So there you go. All right, so I would love for you guys to start writing your story if you haven't already. And I would love to hear in the comments, where you are in your story. And if you do like to watch my videos and you do get anything out of what I have to share, it would be great if you could give me a thumbs up and hit the like. If you want to subscribe, I am a small channel and I'm working my way on, building, as we all are. So if you would like to subscribe, that would be fabulous. And you can even hit the little notification bell. All right, everyone, have a great week. Don't forget, writing is supposed to be enjoyable. Never let it get overwhelming where you feel like you no longer enjoy it. Love what you do and do what you love. And I'll see you next week.